Hi, my name is Christina Rizindavimutri, but you can call me Santa. I'm from ninth semester, and today I will present about my Isai feminism implied in a dollhouse. Introduction. Currently, feminism has begun to be strong. Gender equality has begun to emerge not only developing countries but also developing countries. But the stereotypes of society still emerge with a lot like paper, scarlet in the wind, and flying everywhere. The occur is several problems in small areas of the country, such as women want to become leaders in a large company. This has been considered for a long time because their function as a leader is a man, not a woman. And the family where the husband works, wife to be at home, just take care of household chores because it's a function from the husband work to support and wife just doing the household in at home. And therefore I will try to analyze some the problems of feminism that arise from the famous adult house. And from the doll house, it's Nora as the main character who turns into doll in that house. Nora tried to fight for 8 years in that house and always following what her husband Helmer. And one day Nora's friends named Mrs. Linden came to Nora's and helped her. And that's why Linden helped Nora because Linden know what the freedom felt and was not restrained by anyone. And the third color view, feminism is the advocates women's rights on the grounds of equality of sexes. It initiated in the waves, exhibited throughout the world, and was exemplified by countless people and institution committed to action on the belief of women's rights and interests. And it could be traced way back in 3rd century BCA. The first wave of feminism was from 19th to early 20th century, and issues raised during this period were suffrage, working conditions, and educational rights. It started with married women property law in the US in 1809, and remained the right to vote was granted in 1928. And the second wave of movement was from 1960s of the early to the early 1980s, and it's brought forward issues like inequality of laws, cultural inequalities, and role of women in society. And there were altogether to 104 incidents in the second wave of the movement. The important incidents of this period included foundation of National Organization for Women (NOW) in 1966, establishing American Radical Organizations Red Stockings in 1969, and the American National Black Feminist Organization in 1973. And the third wave of the feminism movement started in 1991 when Rebecca Walker, an American feminist, published the article from the become the third wave, following the established the radical movement in Washington. And fourth wave feminism is a resurgence of interest in feminism which started in 2012, and with the use of social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, and blogs. It focused on justice for women, opposition to sexual harassment, and violence against women. And then the analysis. I got two data first data from the Act 1, page 2, lines 20. It's my data. If any, so that what cares for them? They are strange. Nora, what woman you are? But seriously, Nora, you know my principles on this point. No that's no boring. Home life chooses to be free and beautiful as soon as it is founded on boring and death, which you have held out bravely till now, and we are not going to give in at the last. So my opinion is Helmer as a husband, Nora, and Helmer governed more or controlled Nora as a woman because the position of men was higher and more powerful than women at those times. And my data, I think support in the Dr. Rajiva Ranjan 2000 page 1. He said that the creation of a patriarchal society where all social norms are created and controlled by men, making women passive partners in the whole journey. So next, my data, second data from the Act 3, page 42, lines 9 to 20. Sorry, it's 20. So it's my second data. Nora said that you have never understood me. I have had great injustice done me, Tophet, first by father and then by you, like that. And Nora said in here, while I was at home with father, he used to tell me all his opinions and held the same opinions, and others I said nothing about them, like this. And here he used to call me his doll child and play with me as I played with my dolls. So in here I think she can't handle anymore and needs freedom of her life because that is very important for Nora. And the data support from the theory is from Dr. Rajiva that feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of equality of sexes, and exhibited throughout the world and was exemplified by countless people and institutions committed to action on the belief of women's rights and interests. And then my conclusion: feminism is not just gender equality, but gender equality that needs to be fought for to create justice in various perspectives, behaviors, opinions, and so on. Humans are created equal, so rights are the same and given the same opportunity. So it's my reference. And thank you for your attention.